often the usher God uses to usher you into triumph. I've never seen anybody be triumphant who wasn't in trouble first. How can you triumph if there is no conflict? To be in trouble in order to be triumphant. That's why the Bible says that the Lord is a present help in trouble. I'm trying to get you to see that God has strategized even your enemies. The book of Joel talks about the Syrian armies and the various armies that rose up against Judah and rose up specifically against Israel and how they fought against them. And they said this was the Lord's army. Wait a minute. This was the Lord's army. And the Lord's army was the enemies that fought against the Lord's people. Which brings me to my third S. God's servants are often your enemies. Your enemies are serving God's purpose. They don't know that when they locked you out, they thought they were fighting you, but they were really being an instrument in the hands of God. They were God's servants locking you out of what He didn't want you to have so that they could usher you into what. Now you know, come on now, anytime your blood brothers sell you into bondage, lie on you. I'm not lying, talking about you came in late for work or lied on you about a test or lied on you about a woman. They lied, said he was dead. He got sold into slavery. He got mistreated at Potiphar's house, treated like a dog, didn't do nothing but right, and lost his job, lost everything, and ended up in jail. It's one thing to lose your job, it's another thing to arrest me, fire me, I'll get over it, but let that, I don't want to spend the rest of my life locked up with some guy named Bobo, so if you don't mind, fire me, don't lock me up. Joseph went to jail with Bobo, locked up in a jail cell, tied up in chains and bonded for years. Process comes up on the outside and steps into a place so powerful and so wonderful, and I mean overnight he goes from being a slave to being a prince overnight. When God gets ready to turn your life around, He can do it overnight, quickly into a place. And in that one moment they put a necklace around his neck, they put a robe on him, they gave him a chariot, stepped into an illustrious position with all types of benefits, in charge of everything. He was a slave yesterday, a prisoner yesterday, an inmate, incarcerated, and the next day he's in charge of a nation. The national budget of Egypt was placed in the hands of a convict. Who would have thought when he lost his job, or when he was in the bottom of the pit and they were lying on him, or when he was at Potiphar's house and Miss Potiphar told that big lie and he lost his job? Who would have thought when he was locked up in cell block B with Bobo that the next day he would be sitting up there controlling the national wealth of an entire nation? There is life after hard time. My God, my God, my God, my God. I want to tell you why the place is a secret. If the leadership of Egypt would have known that a Hebrew slave boy in prison was going to take the position that they had all been waiting on all their lives, they would have killed him in the jail cell. Sometimes God hides what He's going to do in your life to keep your enemies from killing you before you get to the place. See, what they would have done while he was down and weak and vulnerable and had no power and had no control, if they would have seen the greatness in him, they would have killed him before he got there. You have to keep your dreams a secret, because when you tell your dreams, people will assassinate your plans and destroy the purpose of God in your life. Look at somebody and say, shh, it's It's a secret. 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 It's a secret how much God